Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So as Glovegate rolls on, or as some people call it now, Glovegate 2.0 because, the levels of accusations have now completely switched. But as Glovegate rolls on, is it time now for Deontay Wilder to address the public? Is it time for Deontay Wilder to stop being such a coward and actually come out and speak on this? Because quite frankly, I think it's now time for Deontay Wilder to come out and address this either way, whether he's riding with these accusations, whether he co-signs them, or whether he thinks they're a load of nonsense and he just got beat by the better man on the night. I think it's now time for Deontay Wilder to actually man up, face the public, and make his stance clear on Glovegate. We've been hearing Wilder's fans label Tyson Fury as a cheater, a guy who tampers gloves, etc. We're now hearing members of Deontay Wilder's team come out and also point the finger at Tyson Fury. I think now it's Deontay Wilder's turn. The guys who have accused Tyson Fury so far are not worth suing for libel, in all honesty. Most of these guys don't really have a bean to rub together. So, these guys throwing these accusations around, what's the point even Tyson Fury taking the legal route and suing these guys for defamation? There's no point. Like I said, most of these guys don't have a bean to rub together. Certainly not in comparison to Tyson Fury's wealth. So is it time for Deontay Wilder to come out and actually address this? Is Deontay Wilder so much of a coward that he's happy for other people to run with this narrative and make excuses on his behalf for the one-sided beating he received at the hands of Tyson Fury on February 22nd? I think Deontay Wilder needs to make his position clear on these accusations. I heard Marcellus Wilder saying something along those lines that Deontay would come out and address these accusations. Also Tay Jones, who was in Deontay Wilder's team, he said the same thing. I would say what you're waiting for. Stop being such a coward. Come out and share your position on these accusations. If you've got this proof, why not come out in the media and present it to the fans? Or instead scrap that, present it to a court and launch legal proceedings against Tyson Fury for cheating. If they have this proof of Tyson Fury cheating, why not go to court, sue Tyson Fury for millions of dollars and get that belt back? Because if these accusations were true, that's what would happen. If these accusations were true and you have proof, why are you talking about a third fight with this dude? Makes no sense whatsoever. Fact of the matter is, Deontay Wilder is a coward. That's the truth, and I've never called a fighter a coward on this channel before. When I say coward, I don't mean as a fighter. He took his beating and he takes risks. I'm talking about an intellectual coward. He's scared to take any sort of responsibility for his defeat to Tyson Fury. He refuses to do so because in doing so, he needs to look within, address what went wrong, maybe change his team, and actually admit to himself that he's not as good as he thought he was. That he's not this killer that he thought he was. He isn't a guy who everybody's scared of. Not anymore anyway. And I don't think Deontay Wilder has the mental capacity, the energy to look within and improve. I don't think he's got the courage to do so, because when you look within and you analyse things that went wrong and where you could improve, that is hard for a lot of people. That's the reality. It's not easy to admit that you've done things wrong or you could be better. And I think that's how Deontay Wilder is. I think his ego is so out of control that he will not allow himself to actually improve and make necessary changes and, address certain shortcomings in his career, in his personal life, and in his mental makeup. Ultimately, the guy's a physical specimen. He's got insane power. The guy is like 6'7". He's pretty much a giant, but his mental game isn't giant. In fact, this guy's a mental midget, in all honesty. The guy hasn't got the capacity to look back at what happened and assess it for what it is, getting beaten by the better man. Wilder's ego is completely out of control, and he doesn't have the emotional stability to improve. And by the way, that's why he's going to lose to Tyson Fury for a third time. Deontay Wilder is like a lot of men in 2020 across all walks of life. You know, in 2020, a lot of men refuse to take responsibility for their own actions, for their own choices, and for their own behaviour. When something goes wrong, there's always an excuse. There's always an excuse for why they failed. There's nothing wrong with failure. There's nothing wrong with coming up short. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. We've all behaved badly at times, right? But a lot of people out here in 2020 can't accept that, and they make excuses for such behaviours. And responsibility in 2020 is, you know, it's not looked as cool, it's not looked as rewarding, when in reality it's a sign of great strength when somebody takes responsibility for their actions, for their life, etc. And I think the reason a lot of men in particular are losing their sense of responsibility in daily life in general is because of the destruction of a nuclear family in the West. You know, there's an assault on masculinity, there's an assault on the nuclear family, and a lot of men have no guidance, to be honest. And the fact that people look up to someone like Deontay Wilder is a sign of that. You know, that's partly why a lot of these guys are so mad he lost. Because in their mind, although it's subconscious, Deontay Wilder wasn't the one who lost that night. They were the ones that lost. Again, I'm talking about the Wilder fanatics. It wasn't Deontay Wilder who lost. It was them who lost. That's the reality. From an outsider looking in, it's plain to see a lot of these guys have no direction whatsoever. They are not satisfied with their daily lives. Maybe a lot of these guys didn't have masculine figures growing up in their lives. And, you know, they've gravitated towards Deontay Wilder to try and fill some of those voids. And they lost. They lost. This is clear to me that this isn't just about boxing. This is much bigger than boxing. This is much bigger than an individual fighter losing a fight. It really is. And quite frankly, listen, I've clowned some of these guys, you know, just trolling and whatnot, but on the flip side, it is kind of tragic. And I'm not being sarcastic when I say that, I'm being extremely sincere. It is kind of tragic when you actually look at it for what it is. But in 2020, the way society is going, the way the nuclear family is being attacked, the way masculinity is being destroyed, it doesn't really surprise me in all honesty. But there we go. There we go. Share your thoughts below. I've kind of drifted off in this video into a different topic, but yeah, just a quick one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Share your thoughts below. Peace.